and welcome to our last task for today, life skills. Today for life skills, we're going to be completing an interview form, okay? So what I would like to go over is I'm going to go over and define 3 vocabulary words that's going to be brought up in our interview form for today. So some of you may or may not know what an interview is. So an interview is a meeting where people ask you questions about a job, okay? Back in our last unit, we talked about how Kesha went on an interview to work in the nursing home. And then our next vocab word is job, which is a type of work that you do. So in school, we've been exploring different types of jobs and learning about different types of jobs, such as teachers, doctors, firefighters, working in the food industry. Maybe you want to be a cook or a waitress or a waiter, and also working in retail, such as in JCPenney or Walmart. And then we've also had job tasks. So job tasks are what you do at your job. So for example, depending on your job, you're going to have different job tasks to do. So for those of you that go with Miss Cecilia and work in a daycare center, some of your job tasks would be that you have to clean the tables, clean the chairs, and just make sure that all of the areas are picked up and straightened out. For those of you that go to the library with Miss Cecilia, your job tasks where you're going to be cleaning and wiping down the books and then returning them to the cart. So for your materials that you are going to need today to complete your activity is you're going to gather from your packet, it's an interview form, and it looks like this, and it's stapled together with 3 additional papers. You're also going to need a pencil for your name and scissors and glue or tape. Okay, I'm going to go over those materials again. Remember, these materials are all going to be found in our 3rd and final packet. So it's going to be titled interview form. You're also going to need a pencil, and you're also going to need scissors and then glue or tape. So when you have all those materials in front of you, you can just continue watching the video. If you need a little bit of extra time, then please pause the video here and then we can go over it together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the whole front of it, and then we're going to go over all of our choices, and you're going to circle your choices, and those are going to be the choices that you are going to cut out and glue on your template. So our template over here is our interview form. We're going to be talking about, now I want you to think about what type of job you would like to have. So you're going to tell us what your job is. You're going to tell us where you would do that job. So for example, if you're a teacher, you're performing your job in the school. If you want to work in retail, where are you performing your job? Do you work in a mall? Do you work in a small store? What are 3 things you do at your job? What are 3 job tasks that you do? And then circling if you like doing those job tasks or do not like doing those job tasks. And then if you would continue and like to continue pursuing and learning more about the job that you chose. So what I want you to do is I want you to pull apart the front page of your packet. So just tear away the front page of your packet, okay? And I want you to just place it in front of you. So now with your pencil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a job. I want you to circle the job that you want. The job that you circle is going to be the job that you are going to cut out. That way you don't have to cut out all of these and waste your time. I'm going to read them all, and I want you to circle the job that you want to do, okay? And then I'm going to continue this process until everything that needs to be cut out is circled. And then when I send you off to complete the rest on your own, the only thing you have to do is just cut out the circled ones that you have. So remember, pulling apart your interview form and placing it aside and then focusing on here. So the first part, so these titles match the title of your interview form. So that way when you cut them out, you know where to glue them. So what is your job? What do you want to do? I'm going to read all of the choices, and I want you to circle the job of your choice that you want to do. So we have secretary, teacher, teacher's aide, librarian, cook, custodian, or coach. I want you to circle the job, one of jobs that you would be interested in doing. I'll read them one more time. Circling one job: secretary, teacher, teacher's aide, librarian, cook, custodian, and coach. Okay? Next, where do you do your job? So depending on your job, such as if you were a teacher or a teacher's aide, you probably would perform your job in the classroom. If you chose a librarian, you probably perform your job in the library. If you're a cook, you probably would perform your job in the cafeteria. So I want you to circle where would you perform your job. I'm going to read off these choices and I want you to circle one choice. Classroom, office, cafeteria, library, school, gym, field. So you're circling where you do your job based on the job that you circled up here. You're circling one of these as to where you do your job. I'll read your choices again. Classroom, office, cafeteria, library, school, gym, field. So once you have one picture circled for what is your job and one picture circled for where you're going to do your job, turn your paper over and we have a few more things to circle. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick 3 job tasks. So what type of things you do at your job. Okay, and you're going to circle one of your answers here. I'm going to read off your choices and you're going to circle one of the answers that you would do based on the job that you picked. Answer phones, grade assignments, put books on shelves, cook food, change light bulbs, or teach exercises. You're going to circle one thing you do at your job here. I'll read the choices again. Answer phones, grade assignments, put books on shelves, cook food, change light bulbs, or teach exercises. Now, moving down to this section, you're going to circle another job task that you do based on the job that you picked. Send letters, teach kids to read, buy books, schedule games, buy food, or take out the trash. So you're circling one job task that you do at your job based on the job that you picked. I'll read these choices again. Send letters, teach kids to read, buy books, schedule games, buy food, or take out the trash. So you should have one of your answers circled here for a job task and one of your answers circled here for another job task. So now we're going to turn our paper over and we're going to choose the last job task that you do for your job that you picked. Wash dishes, check in books, teach people how to play sports, fix things, make lessons, or help kids that are hurt. You're going to circle one job task that I just read based on the job that you picked. I'm going to read the choices one more time. Wash dishes, check in books, teach people how to play sports, fix things, make lessons, and help kids that are hurt. Circling one of these as the job task for the job that you picked. So now, going back, you should have one picture circled here for your job, one picture circled here for where you do your job, one job task circled here, one job task circled here, and then one job task circled here, okay? And now what you're going to do is you're going to just cut out the ones that you circled. So you're going to cut out one picture from here that you circled, you're going to cut out the picture here that you circled, you're going to cut out the picture here that you circled, you're going to cut out the picture here that you circled, and you're going to cut out the picture here that you circled. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to show you where you're going to put it. So over here where it says what is your job, the picture that you cut out and circled, is going to be glued here. Over here for where do you do your job, the picture that you cut out and circled is going to be glued here. The next one over here for what are 3 things you do at your job each day. So this one that you cut out and circled is going to be pasted here. And then you're going to tell me if you like it or do not like it. The next one that you cut out and circled for this section will be put here, and then you're going to circle if you liked it or did not like it. And then your last one that you cut out and circled here is going to be glued here, and you're going to tell me if you like it or did not like it. And then your last part is would you like to do this job or continue to do this job? Yes or no, and you're going to circle your answer. So now your job, when I send you off to do the rest on your own, is you're just going to cut out each of the pictures that you circled from each of the sections, and you're going to glue it on your interview form, and then answer the last question below. Make sure that you put your first and your last name at the top of your paper, and then when you are done with your interview form, you can just have your parents or an adult or older sibling send me a picture of this so I can view your interview form and put it in your file folder. Before I send you off, let's just review these 3 vocabulary words and their meaning. So we talked about an interview is a meeting where people ask you questions about a job. A job is the type of work you do, and your job tasks are what you do at your job. So I'm looking forward to reading your interview form and the different types of jobs you picked in the task, and that will be it for today. There will also be a link to CNN Student News for you to watch, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow.